Hello, friends. Today, our motivational topic is why do we cry when we are hurt emotionally? On this earth, there are two types of people. First, those who see others are hurt, but it doesn't affect them. They easily forget that someone is hurt and ignore their pain, often being rude. On the other hand, some people are very emotional and feel others' pain too. When they see that someone is hurt, it hurts them too because they feel their pain and understand what they are going through right now. That is why sometimes they cry seeing others in pain. They understand that if they were in that situation, then how it would affect them. They feel everyone's pain like their own pain because they are so emotional that they can't see anyone in pain. They try everything to remove that pain at any cost. But sometimes people mock you for being emotional and sentimental. Don't let their words reach your heart. They say this because they are unable to feel that thing that you understand so easily. Being emotional is not a sign of weakness, but instead it's your superpower that makes you able to understand others so deeply. Never let anyone disrespect your emotional behavior, but don't let people fool you because there are so many fake people who would try to hurt you or use you. Be an emotional buddy and let them think you are a fool. Now, the pupils space victims of trauma. Why do we cry when we hurt? This is a difficult question. Indeed, there are many ways we cry. We cry because we hurt for others and worry about them and their health issues also. We cry because we feel pain, whether it's physical, psychological, or emotional. We cry from grief, the loss of a loved one is greater than we truly think. They shall be missed but never forgotten. We hurt from the verbal abuse or neglect from others. We try to understand their pain and suffering, even if we can truly physically feel it. We cry because we are happy, those are happy tears. We cry when we laugh way too hard. I personally cry at the sad, devastating news that I try to avoid at all costs sometimes. Sometimes I cry for others as I can see their pain at different level. When someone has true emotions, I can sense them like a radar depending on the emotions I pick up. Yes, I will cry. Remember leaving the supermarket in tears after witnessing people gathering all their last supplies for what was left of water right before a major hurricane hit Florida. I truly left without purchasing anything as my emotions raised so high I feel extremely exhausted in rushed out in tears. I could literally feel the weight of it all as if it was dumped on me. I cannot explain this any differently. I truly believe this feeling is mutual among us empaths. I had even forgotten, evaluated because I truly thought there was no actual explanation for this or nor any of the other things that I can sense and do less explain it. Doctor said, no, I don't have anything wrong, that my anxiety is based on my current condition, which is chronic pain syndrome after a failed. I don't look it, but feel it, which is so confusing for others. So, image how I feel. We cry because we miss someone or had to end a relationship that wasn't healthy. There are so many reasons why we cry. Grief for me was strongest hit I have ever forgotten besides my chronic pain syndrome. What I am currently feeling now makes me cry. So, why does crying silently hurt? For many reasons. You are in a hostile environment and cannot show that something is killing you. So, you sob silently and put on a facade of a strong self that hurts because you are tired of pretending, and for a change you want to show your true vulnerable self, but you cannot. You have nobody to hold your hand and say it's going to be okay. So you cry silently and console your own self, and that hurts. And for some reason, you have been always there for others to help them to row through their river of tears. You are tired to make any efforts even to cry. The last few days or years were draining you emotionally, yet you held yourself strong. Now you are all exhausted physically and emotionally, hence, you just let the tears free fall because they would not stop even if you try. You are in pain, but you can't even well. Some people, instead of being kind, make it difficult with statements like such a crybaby. What's the big deal? Why cannot you let it go? Did we beat you? No, write them. Why the fuck are going crying? Do you always have to make a big deal of everything? It was your fault. So and so. When the word saying or when the world says these above sentences, somehow you will manage, but when these phrases come from family and close ones, it hits you in the heart like a dart. Sometimes these phrases are loud and sometimes their one glance tells your their disappointment. To avoid being hurt by these sentences, you push and push and push and try silently. Why do not let the world hear the sound of our sobs? You will stuff your mouth with a handkerchief to not let the sound come. Over time, you will just be an expert to cry without making the slightest sound. Everything simply hurts because it's a perfectly human response to emotional pain. There is nothing wrong with you. Everyone cries, and yes, that includes men. Men may try and hide it or choose a time and place where others may not see them, but we all cry. Never forget that, okay, it's the perfectly human and decent part of being human that when others, family, friends, neighbors, colleagues, husbands, wife, children, or anyone that you care for that can make you weep, to me, it is a healthy response that you are an even well balanced person and your emotional health is healthy and working perfectly as good. If you believe intended, worry not, for your tears are the one thing that binds us all as human beings. Sorry, but you are 100% normal and show you are a caring person also. There is nothing wrong with that. Having known some narcissists personally, I can say that they are absolutely self centered. And at the first attempt, you are hurting or at least interfering with they are interested, they will react really hysterically. The thing that I am not sure is if they will end up crying or in any other form of reaction. The ones I know do not really cry. I have never seen them cry. I believe this happens because they do have an ego, but not really high sensitivity for emotional things, and the most important, they are good at not letting others hurt them in any way. Narcissists block everyone from getting that close in their comfy zone, and they keep gathering information for you so that if one day you confront them or hurt them, they will instantly hurt you back, throwing you millions of spears you would never think of. To conclude, I suggest keeping as far as responsible from these people. They have an ability to be toxic to anyone around them. How long does it take for a person to stop crying after being emotionally hurt? Being emotionally hurt is as hurtful as being physically hurt. You can remedy the physical hurt, but there is no medicine to the numb the pain in your heart. So a person will cry that they are hurt. Once they have accepted it and moved on, the pain will subside, but it can months or years. For instance, somebody who deals with grief could take years to accept the whole thing and to start living life without that person, while a person who's broken or heartbroken also deals with same kinder heart. It's just the personal is not dead, but they still have to live their life without them. For whatever reasons you are emotionally hurt, only time can heal you. Do whatever you want to do to minimize that pain. Go out, talk to friends, watch movies, distract yourself for a few days, and then, when you can finally make peace with it, start accepting it and start working on yourself to become a better person, because coming out of this heart as a better and stronger person than you were before is the only merit that you can achieve. Forgive yourself and cry all you want, but just remember you are stronger than this. Be happy in your life and be a strong person.